So dinner's just a simple salad. I have kidney beans under there, and then it's that power greens mix with pomegranates and pumpkin seeds on it. And James is having that, and baked potato with avocado, some cheese, and sauerkraut and tomatoes. Oh, I should show you this. This is the heart that I started, and it's not perfect. As you can see, I have a bit of a pokey outy bit here. It's not smooth, but it's all right. And I don't know, maybe my next heart will work out a bit better. This one's pretty long, but I think I'll end up making it look good once I'm done. We'll just hope that it stays together. And I didn't use string, I used twist ties tied together, but I was careful to make sure that the pokey outy bit is not facing my balloons, or that wouldn't work out very well. And I'll be talking about this movie, which is The Upside. And oh, this is not supposed to be a penis, just so you know. That's just keeping the bottoms of the balloons apart. So, because I want them to be apart down there. That's all. So James was thinking, oh, that's a funny looking penis. Well, that's not a penis at all. So that's just a straw. Somebody asked me recently, they saw me grabbing pomegranates, these pomegranates actually, and they said, well, what do you use those for? And I thought, really? But yeah, they're way better than croutons for any salad. They'll give you that crunch, a little nice sweet, and so they're awesome on salads. Any salad, just stick them on there. You like Caesar salad? You'll like it better if you put pomegranates instead of croutons, and it'll be healthy. And yeah, when James and I were when we first started dating, I'd make him meals because, well, it's how I show my love primarily. So for my loved ones, I like to feed them, and so I really don't like it when other people decide that I should be feeding them. That is not good. Not good. It's not good to try to, because for me it's an expression of love. So you can't force somebody to love you. That's wrong. Anyway, but when James would come over, I was very in love with him, and I would make him food all the time, and I'd try to make him nice meals. So I would always make a salad, and he always thought my salads were so fancy because I put some sort of fruit, in this case it's pomegranate, but it could be raisins, it could be cranberries, it could be, something like, often dried fruit is easy to have around to put on a salad. Anyway, so, and some sort of either nut or seed. That was always on a salad. So he thought my salads were really fancy just for that. And this is, I just got in and I was like, oh, I'm hungry. I got back in my pajamas, as you can see, because I don't like I would like to be wearing pajamas probably all the time. If I want to wear clothing at all. But, yeah, so I was out in public though, so I wore normal people clothes, and now I'm back in my pajamas. So I got back and I was hungry because all I had today was a little bit of mango and kiwi, so that wasn't very smart of me. So now I don't know what time it is. It seems to be about noon, and so I'm quite hungry. So I just opened up the Power Greens mix, and and a can of kidney beans, which I don't like kidney beans, but they were there. And this took a matter of 5 minutes to put together because I already had the potatoes baked from a barbecue, and I was gonna have a barbecue today, and James really wants one today, but I just don't feel like doing it today. So I think I'm gonna have a barbecue tomorrow. I keep promising I'll talk about this. So, genuinely funny? I don't know. There's some funny parts, I guess. The Upside, based on a true story. And it has Walter White in it, which... You know, it's funny, I always forget his name. It's Bryan Cranston. So, I'm going to try to remember it because he's a good actor and he's certainly worth remembering his name, but I never do. I always just remember, oh, Walter White. And it has Kevin Hart in it, so they're both in here, and Kevin Hart got top billing. His name is first, and also Nicole Kidman's in it. So, it's about a quadriplegic, and the friendship that he...
Holy smokes! Yeah.
You'll have to squeeze in here somehow.
Okay.
You like my heart okay?
Yeah, it's
not perfect, but it's coming along.
As it turns out, you extended it.
I know, I made it really long, and I don't know if I should have.
Well, it's hard, so.
Anyway, I'll play around with the heart idea. Maybe I'll make several hearts. We'll see. You can go ahead. And yeah, some of my hearts won't be nearly as long because I think that's a bit long. So I just used a cardboard. I made a cone, and then and some other stuff. So the bottom part of it is cardboard, and it's hollowed out. So that's gonna take a lot of stuffing to stuff that one. But it's not. That one's not gonna be stuffed with candy, so. And why pinatas? I don't know. I desperately need to express my creativity, and paper mache is cheap. It's free. It's recycling. So anyway, what would you have to say about the movie while I'm chewing?
Oh, that it was a movie, eh? So. Kevin Hart's doing movies now. I always thought it was movie great.
He has been for a long time. What do you mean?
Like I said, I've always thought it was movie.
What show did he do? I thought he always did movies.
Okay. Where I first saw him was like where he was playing that henpecked husband. Some family comedy sitcom.
Oh, okay. I don't know that one.
Oh, okay. He's very nervous. Like he can talk very smoothly.
Well, he plays a nervous, fast-talking sort of person most of the time.
Here he's not, you know. So. But yeah, it was a different kind of nervous. It was like almost like Don Knotts or something like that. It'd
be hard to play a quadriplegic, actually. You'd
Yeah.
you'd end up, there'd be a lot of retakes, I think. And I had no idea that Aretha Franklin had subbed in for Pavarotti. That was nice to hear.
Yeah, she had a very good voice.
Mm-hmm.
One of Elvis Presley's latter day backup singers in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
The group was called the Sweet Inspirations.
Mm-hmm.
I think Whitney Houston's mom was in it for a while.
Mm.
It might have been her, actually.
Mm.
It was interviewed.
About who the best showman she'd ever worked with was.
Mm-hmm.
She said, well, it was Elvis.
Mm.
And they said, well, what about Aretha? And she was saying, well, Elvis was the best showman.
Mm.
So then the interviewer said, so how did you think of Elvis as a singer by comparison with Aretha then? Were they pretty close? She just laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Elvis could have sung operatic kind of stuff.
Mm.
Just wouldn't have had the power.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately wouldn't have the range. He had reasonably good range.
After he worked on his voice pretty good time.
Gosh, I love the taste of balsamic vinegar. Mm-hmm. So good.
It's good you're not letting it get recycled. It's kind of the Japanese thing to do, right? You drink
Lick
some
out a bowl?
bowl.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
you
mom.
actually licked it
Yeah,
up?
I did. My mom, if she watched that, she's horrified.
No need for apologizing. Like that, you're not wasting stuff.
No, my French grandma. Well, I haven't called her in a while, but one of the last times I talked to her, I was talking about how my spare room is basically a room to store my kitchen appliances because I love kitchen appliances and I don't have my kitchen's so small.
You can get a huge whack and cheap. You shop second hand.
Yeah,
And
and then we eat like fancy people,
yeah, it's
and
amazing.
it's way easier to make stuff if you have the right kitchen appliances. Anyway,
It's just, it takes a while to collect them. You gotta wait until they come on sale.
yeah.
You know? Sad thing is, it's probably old people dying.
Oh, that's what it'd be.
I always think about that when I buy
I know,
books.
I feel
right?
bad.
Buy second-hand books.
But I guess everybody has to die, and it's...
Well, you're carrying on the tradition.
Yes, I'm cooking.
I
I'm
think
using
about
the
that
things.
when I get books up. So,
Yeah.
many of the books that I get, or some, at least some of them, they actually get used. Some of them get used intensely. So, I think that's what people would want. So,
Well, I would hope so, yeah.
it's a way of,
I don't know.
and I'm
It's-
not like manufacturing.
What's
a policy
really
about
sad
it,
is that if the old people die and these nice appliances are coming to me,
Mhm.
it's sad because they didn't go to a family member. So none of the
Well-
family members valued the books that you get and the kitchen appliances that I get. And that's what's sad.
It
Is that it shows that the younger generations, they don't value cooking and they don't value reading. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, both are needed. One's needed for physical, mental health, and the reading's important for mental health. And
really, that's the way you find out about physical health, or physical health, or yeah, physical health is what that is. Well, because nutrition is a heavy part of physical health.
So anyway, what would you recommend the movie?
I kind of like them.
Okay, there you go.
I just saw the end.
Yeah, you
I
slept.
slept before it came on. So it goes. I was super tired.
Yeah.
Still trying to wake up.
Mhm.
That's why I'm stumbling for words. Plus, my mouth's kind of full.
Oh, but anyway, so my grandma. So she said that I was talking to my French grandma, which she's my only grandma now. My other grandma's dead. So I guess I could just say grandma. So anyway, I was talking to my grandma, and I was telling her about how crazy my spare room is and how I keep my house, and it's like nobody would keep their house like this. And Mom, if she visited me, she'd be horrified, and she can't even see my house because it's so my living room is an art studio / living rooms. In my bedroom, I basically sleep in a storage room, and my
Well, your living room is used for living, so
yes, and my spare room is a kitchen storage, kitchen appliance. And so I'm talking to Grandma, and I'm stressing out because I tend to do that. So I was stressing out about it, and Grandma was like, "It's your house. You do what you want with your house. You keep your house the way you want." And you see, that's the thing, is that like when I was little, my mom would get me to clean my room. And I'd look at it and I'd be like, it's spotless. I don't know what to do.
Same thing with me.
Right? And so I would look at my room and I'm like, what does she want me to clean? And so I'd clean it all over again. And she'd come in, you still need to work on it or whatever. And I'd be looking at it going, it was clean to begin with. And I don't, and so I'm stressing out about this. And what she really meant was she didn't like clutter. She didn't like me having toys. She didn't like anything. So it was get rid of anything you have. There should be a bed in here and clothes neatly put away and nothing else, right? So, and that's not the kind of person I was.
Different people have
so
different
I couldn't possibly
standards
clean it
for what they're comfortable with.
to what she wanted. Because I liked things around. I liked collections of seashells and collections of bells and stuff. And these were all, I had them arranged really neatly, but it wasn't neatly enough for her because they existed. So, yeah. But
The
I
other
can
thing
have
is
my
it's
house the
nice
way
to
I
have
want.
a large collection of clothes, not just the stuff that you wear usually
Yeah.
or whatever. So
I love it.
like you just might dress up to get away for a barbecue,
Exactly.
And there are different weathers for
Like
a barbecue.
I might change my clothes 5 times today. And I keep going back to the pajamas in between.
Pajamas, I think, are good for that. Very comfortable.
Yeah.
Good for sleeping and stuff like that.
So you weren't really that hungry.
Not really, but I'll just eat a little bit. I
thought
was
you
just
were
starting.
hungry.
Well, I thought I was hungrier than I was, but I just started to get. Oftentimes, when I smell something cooking, the gastric juices get going. The gastric juices spill out of my stomach,
my
and
poor
I started to
James.
get GERD, which lowers
Yeah.
my appetite.